You've seen things and thought, there's no way that's real. It looks edited, too perfect, almost fake, but it's not. And that's the scary part. Some things in real life don't feel real at all, like places that look like dreams, but exist on this earth, or moments that feel like a glitch, but actually happened. And that's when your mind freezes, because it can't explain it. But here's what most people don't realize. Reality isn't always simple. Sometimes it's stranger than imagination. You just don't notice it until it shows up right in front of you. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. It stays in your head, making you question everything. What's real? What's not? And this is where it begins. Because the first thing on this list looks completely fake, but people have seen it with their own eyes. And it gets even stranger. Imagine a place where the sky touches the ground. Not in a photo, not in a movie. In real life, perfect reflection, still water, no movement. It looks like you're walking in the sky, and your brain can't process it because it feels wrong. But it's real. Places like this exist, hidden in plain sight, and when people see it for the first time, they stop. They stare, trying to understand what they're looking at. Most people miss this part because we think reality has limits, but it doesn't. And this is where everything changes, because it's not just places, it's people too. Moments where someone does something so unexpected. It feels scripted, like it was planned, but it wasn't. And that's when it hits you. Life doesn't always follow logic. Sometimes it creates moments that feel impossible. But the next one, it makes people question reality itself. You ever see someone look exactly like someone else? Not similar, identical, same face, same features, same expression. But they're not related, not even connected. And yet, they exist. Living separate lives in different places. That moment, it feels unreal, like your brain is glitching, trying to make sense of it. But here's what most people don't realize. The world is bigger than we understand. Patterns repeat, faces repeat, even stories repeat. And sometimes, you run into something that feels impossible. But it's not. It's just rare. And that rarity is what makes it feel fake. But something strange starts happening. Once you notice these things, you start seeing more of them. More moments that don't make sense. More things that feel unreal. And that's when it gets deeper. Because the next one is something people experience, but almost never talk about. You wake up, and for a second, you don't know where you are. Everything feels off, familiar, but strange, like reality didn't load properly. It only lasts a moment, but it feels longer, and it leaves you confused. This happens to people more often than you think. Moments where your mind disconnects from reality. Not fully, just enough to make you question it. And that's when it hits you. Your brain isn't perfect. It filters reality. It fills gaps. It creates meaning. And sometimes, it gets it wrong. Most people miss this part because they trust what they see. But what you see is not always the full truth. And that changes everything. Because if your mind can distort reality, then what is real and what only feels real? But the final one is something even harder to explain. There are moments you feel something before it happens, a thought, a feeling, a quiet sense, and then it happens exactly how you imagined. Same words, same moment, same outcome, and it shocks you because you didn't plan it, you didn't control it, but somehow you felt it coming. Most people ignore this. They brush it off, call it coincidence. But deep down, it feels like more. Like your mind noticed something before you understood it. And that's powerful, because it shows something important. Reality isn't just what you see, it's also what you feel before you can explain it. And maybe the world isn't as simple as we think it is. So tell me, have you ever experienced something that felt fake, but was real? Comment below, because your story might be stranger than you think.